Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Prophet Muhammad, salavatullah, is the last messenger of Allah. He is the best of creations, an exemplary character, a role model in kindness, compassion, mercy, gratitude, humility, bravery, fearlessness, self-reflection, and unwavering faith in his mission. His life is not just the life of a religious leader, but also a guidance and inspiration for humanity. The teachings of Prophet Muhammad contain universal messages, not only for Muslims, but for all of humanity. These teachings help build a better world by emphasizing values such as love, mercy, justice, patience, and tolerance. Now let's take a look at these valuable teachings together and explore how we can apply them to our lives. I would not love to have the world or anything in it in exchange for this verse. O my servants who have transgressed against themselves, do not despair of the mercy of God. Verily, God forgives all sins, for he is the forgiving, the merciful. 39:53. There is no God but you, glory be to you. O God, I ask your pardon for my sin, and I ask you for your mercy. O God, advance me in knowledge. Do not cause my heart to deviate from guidance after you have guided me, and grant me your mercy. Verily, you are the ever-giving. God the Almighty says, I am as my servant thinks I am. I am with him when he makes mention of me. If he makes mention of me to himself, I make mention of him to myself. And if he makes mention of me in an assembly, I make mention of him in an assembly better than it. And if he draws near to me a hand's span, I draw near to him an arm's length. And if he draws near to me an arm's length, I draw near to him a fathom's length. And if he comes to me walking, I go to him at speed. There are for God 100 mercies, of which only one was sent down among the jinn, mankind, beasts, birds, and insects. Through it they incline towards each other. Through it they show mercy to one another, and through it they show affections towards their younger ones. And God has reserved for himself 99 mercies with which he will show mercy to his servants on the day of resurrection. Be kind, for whenever kindness becomes part of something, it beautifies it. Whenever it is taken from something, it leaves it tarnished. The best among you is the one who doesn't harm others with his tongue and hands. A good man treats women with honor. The greatest of richness is the richness of the soul. There is reward for kindness to every living thing. Strive always to excel in virtue and truth. The greatest jihad is to battle your own soul, to fight the evil within yourself. The strongest among you is the one who controls his anger. God does not look at your forms and possessions, but he looks at your hearts and your deeds. Riches are not from an abundance of worldly good, but from a contented mind. The best among you are those who have the best manners and character. No two things have been combined better than knowledge and patience. Tell people of glad tidings and do not push them away. The best of houses is the house where an orphan gets love and kindness. The believer does not slander, curse, or speak in an obscene or foul manner. A kind word is a form of charity. Feed the hungry and visit a sick person, and free the captive if he be unjustly confined. Assist any person oppressed, whether Muslim or non-Muslim. Seek knowledge from cradle to the grave. Do not waste water even if you were at a running stream. A white has no superiority over a black, nor a black has any superiority over white except by piety and good actions. When a thing disturbs the peace of your heart, give it up. You do not do evil to those who do evil to you, but you deal with them with forgiveness and kindness. He is not a true believer who eats his fill while his neighbor is hungry. However much the faith of a man increases, his regard for women increases. When you see a person who has been given more than you in money and beauty, look to those who have been given less. Speak good or remain silent. Make things easy for people and not difficult. Give people good news and bring them joy, and do not turn them away. Remember your own faults when you want to mention of others. Those who are patient in adversity and forgive wrongs are the doers of excellence. Modesty brings nothing except good. The most perfect man in his faith among the believers is the one whose behavior is most excellent, and the best of you are those who are the best to their wives. Happy is the man who avoids hardship, but how fine is the man who is afflicted and shows endurance. Whoever goes out in search of knowledge is on the path of God until returning. That person is nearest to God, who pardons when he has someone in his power, one who would have injured him. Truly, God instructs me to be humble and lowly and not proud, and no one should oppress others. Consider well contentment, for it is a treasure without end. A parent can give a child no greater gift than good manners. He is not one of us who does not show mercy to our young ones and esteem to our elderly. Beautiful Islam entails minding one's own business. Love for humanity what you love for yourself. Should you become eager to mention another's faults, recall your own. True spiritual excellence is devotion to God as if you see Him, and though you do not see Him, you at least know that He sees you. Never express joy at your fellow man's afflictions, for God just might free him of them and afflict you. Consideration is from God, and haste is from the devil. God is beautiful and loves beauty. Prayer is the key to every good. Those who show mercy have God's mercy shown to them. Have mercy on those here on earth, and the one there in heaven will have mercy on you. God veils the faults of anyone who suppresses his anger. When a person dies, his deeds die with him, except for three: charitable endowments, beneficial knowledge, and righteous children who supplicate on his behalf. Charity does not decrease wealth. Islam is clean, so cleanse yourselves, for only the cleansed shall enter paradise. Take benefit of 5 before 5, your youth before your old age, your health before your sickness, your wealth before your poverty, your free time before you become busy, and your life before your death. There is no believer who plants a tree or sows a field, and a human, bird, or an animal eats from it, but it shall be reckoned as charity from him. The one who looks after and works for a widow and for a poor person is like a warrior fighting for God's cause, or like a person who fasts during the day and prays all the night. If you were to rely on God as He should be relied on, He would provide for you as He provides for the birds. They go out early in the morning hungry and return in the evening full. None of you will believe until you love for your brother what you love for yourself. God tries His chosen people through many hardships, but those who persevere through adversity, surrendering themselves before the will of God, shall be blessed with a superb reward. Whoever believes in God in the last day, let him speak good, or else keep silent. Shall I not tell you of the best of your works, the purest of them in the eyes of your master, the highest of them in raising your stations, and better for you than to give gold and silver, and to meet your enemy and smite their necks, and they smite yours? They said, What is that, O messenger of God? And he said, The remembrance of God, mighty and majestic. Paradise lies beneath the feet of mothers. The first matter concerning which judgment will be passed among the people on the day of resurrection will be bloodshed. On the day of judgment, fasting will say, O my Lord, I prevented him from food and desires, so accept my intercession for him. By the one in whose hand my soul is, the believer is like a bee which eats that is pure and wholesome, and lays that which is pure and wholesome. When it lands on something, it doesn't break or ruin it. People whose hearts are like the hearts of birds will enter paradise. The son of Adam will not be dismissed from his Lord on the day of resurrection until he is questioned about 5 issues: his life and how he lived it, his youth and how he used it, his wealth and how he earned it and spent it, and how he acted on his knowledge. Leave what makes you doubt for what does not make you doubt. Verily, truth brings peace of mind, and falsehood sows doubt. He is not one of us who is not merciful to our young, nor respects the rights of our elders, nor enjoins good, nor forbids evil. If God intends good for someone, then he afflicts him with trials. God has sent me as an apostle so that I may demonstrate perfection of character, refinement of manners, and superiority in behavior. Verily, I was not sent to invoke curses, but rather I was only sent as a mercy. God enjoins you to treat women well, for they are your mothers, daughters, aunts. Cool the flames of your anger by performing the wudu, for only water can extinguish fire. The best richness is the richness of the soul. He who wisheth to enter paradise at the best door must please his father and mother. In paradise, there are things which no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no human mind has thought of. The ink of the scholar is more sacred than the blood of the martyr. The best gift from a father to his child is education and upbringing. This world is a prison for the believers and a paradise for the non-believers. Thank you for watching this video. The wise sayings of Prophet Muhammad inspire us to enrich our lives and become better individuals. These sayings emphasize values such as love, compassion, justice, and brotherhood, helping us strengthen our relationships with others. If you also want to apply these beautiful teachings to your life, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also, please share in the comments which saying resonates with you the most. Until the next video, goodbye.